it's a one-off issue or history or both, the bottom line is this. Not all Republicans in the Empire State share that view. For example, Adele Mappes, who runs this Republican Party in the state, was saying that she, too, finds some of Donald Trump's language offensive. But quoting from her comment in the Wall Street Journal, Mr. Trump has made many statements about immigrants and Muslims and women and other topics which are diametrically opposed to the principles of the Republican Party. However, she said, I believe in the power of democracy, and I will let the voters decide Mr. Trump's political future. Now, if they decide, that is, the committee decides that Donald Trump is persona non grata with them, they do have the power to rip him right off the presidential ticket in their state, and that could cause a little bit of a holy war, because remember, we're talking about close to 100 delegates that would sort of be in no man's land later on next spring. Fox Business Network's Charlie Gasparino on more than just a little tempest in a teapot. Charlie,
yeah, I mean, listen, I know all these gentlemen. O.B. Murray is a friend of mine. I've known him for years. He's a very astute political consultant. Joe Lota, I've known since he was working on Wall Street.
And he was the guy who ran and lost to your favorite mayor.
To Comrade Bill. Yeah, yes, he couldn't beat Comrade Bill de Blasio. That's right. Couldn't beat a communist. I think that they're treading on really thin ice here, Neil. Listen, New York State elected Carl Palladino, the New York State Republican Party, I should say, elected Carl Palladino, I believe, to run for governor several years ago. Okay, Carl Palladino represents what kind of rank-and-file GOP vote is in the state. He's pretty conservative. And I think that if you talk to rank-and-file GOP voters, particularly conservative voters, they're listening to Donald Trump, and what they're saying is this. Listen, he called not for internment camps like FDR. He basically said, let's study the situation because we have and he said it very inartfully, but they kind of agree with him. And I think that if you're the New York State Republican Party and you basically thumb your nose at your base, you're in huge trouble. Now, maybe there's other reasons why Mr. Murray's doing this. I'd like to know. I'm going to ask OB, and later on, is who's he supporting for president? Maybe he's supporting someone else for president, and that's why he's doing this. But there's this purely from a tactical standpoint, alienating your core is not your base is not good.
All right. Thank you very much, buddy.